parts of Watonga and is moving a little bit east, a little north of Highway 33, moving to the east toward Kingfisher County, and it's long-lasting. And we have other tornado warnings in effect in Kay County and also down to the south.
Check this out.
Okay, I think it's ready. Hey, Rob, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is this storm almost to go into Kingfisher County now?
I'm sorry, say again?
Is this storm almost to Kingfisher County?
Yes, it's going to be very near to Kingfisher County. There goes another structure it just hit. Let me get the map here really quick. We are on Highway 33, several miles west. Yeah, we're probably up 3 or 4 miles west of the county line, I would say.
So, let's see. Whoa, yeah, we got an aerial shot of it here right now we're looking at. Okay, switch back. Anytime that happens, go back to that ground shot. Can we go back to that?
Can you get the hot switch back to
ground? No, here we're all right. We're all right. Okay, this is the tornado. It should be now, Rob. It's north of 33 a little ways.
Yes, it's north of 33. I'd say a little over a mile north of 33. It continues off to the. It almost looks like it may be moving more to the east northeast now.
Okay, it had been more northeast, so it's east northeast.
And the funnel is becoming somewhat tilted. It may be beginning the process of weakening right now.
What do you see?
It has decreased in size. I mean, there's still significant circulation with it at the surface, but I do believe it's beginning to go into the rope stage.
See a little rope.
But it's definitely still on the ground. We've seen it hit several structures as it's gone through open country, probably mostly barns and things like that.
Okay, Rob, we're looking at it from Ranger 9. Ranger 9 is 4 miles southeast of Watonga, 4 miles southeast, looking northeast, and this is getting close to moving into Kingfisher County. How's it? Someone take a look, see how that ground shot looks too. I think it's right in. Yeah, there's right in there. Okay, now if it maintained itself, you know, it could be in the Kingfisher area at 648. Now keep in mind, so all along 33 for a couple miles either side of it at the present time, stay alert to the possibility of this tornado. It looks kind of small, but it has been very damaging. It's hit many structures. It keeps trying to go into rope stage and weaken, Rob, but then it looks like it intensifies right back.
Go to 21, Kevin.
You with me, Rob? I think we may have lost Rob.
Can you get me on the
picture of all your storms? Jed, would you call Rob? Okay. This is there. It looks like it weakens, then it gets right back up there. It's not as large as it was, but it is moving, getting ready to move. It's about a mile north of Highway 33. About a mile north of Highway 33. And getting ready to move into Kingfisher County, and if it maintains itself, and right now it's moving east northeast, it could be into the Kingfisher at 648. Look at that thing! Look, my goodness! Look at that thing! I need that projection back on there so I can see it. Okay. Okay. Rob, who do we have on Getter?
It's up there, Gary.
Okay. The projection on this, of course, it looks like it's very close to the Omega area at the present time. You folks in Loyal at 624. What speed is this?
I've got it at 25.
What do we think? It may be a little faster than that. So, okay, we're still watching against this storm from Ranger 9. That looks like, Jerry, it looks like...
Rob's there.
Rob, talk to me. Rob? Hello, Rob.
Yes, the tornado is still on the ground. It is in the rope stage.
Let's go to 21, see what they have.
Still seems to be moving to the east-northeast. In the general direction of Omega, I would say. It still has not quite crossed the county line yet.
21, take it on the air.
Trying to get in a little better position here to see it, but it is definitely in the process of roping out.
We're looking at the tornado from Kingfisher now, Rob.
Okay.
And we're zooming in. Not as large as it was, but still pretty strong.
It's still significant circulation at the ground. There is.
Talk to me if you can, Rob.
Sorry there. Even though it is in the rope stage, it still appears quite strong. This thing is obviously still capable of doing significant damage, as it probably already has in areas of Watonga. It's going mostly through open country right now. There still is a fairly large debris cloud with it.
Okay.
But
okay. Rob, I'll tell you, it's Omega. We've increased the speed on it. We're estimating 30. How's that sound to you? We're estimating 30 on this thing. If it's moving at about 30, it's in the Omega area at 611, which is very quick. Loyal, if it moved north a little bit, 620. Kingfisher area at 640. At 640. Would you check there to make sure we don't have anything else going on up north and south?
We also
Okay,
have
pull
a
back
new
just a little bit on that shot.
Back a little bit.
Yeah. Say again. Say again, Rob. Okay, we're at our ground cameras at Kingfisher, looking east, generally along Highway 33. Looks like the storm is weakening at this particular time. Now there's the condensation funnel again. It keeps trying to go into rope stage and dissipate.
Hit another structure, Gary.
It's hit another structure?
Yes.
You just keep talking to me. How far behind it are you?
We're about, I'd say, a mile and a half to 2 miles.
severe for
But we something of significant.
We have a tornado on the ground west of Dover, so that may be the ready. Look at the radar. Would that'd be basically the same storm? 10 west southwest of Dover. That's the one we're looking at right now. Okay. Okay, so we're looking at a storm that's in a rope stage right now. It looks like it's in the vicinity of. Look that back over there. It is weakening. It is weakening. But these storms pulse, and this one is weakening. It's in the vicinity of Omega, getting ready to move into Kingfisher County. And if it maintains itself being in Kingfisher area at 640, pull out on this shot a little bit. Pull out just a little bit. It may be that they don't have any ground level.
No, when you go to
Okay, they're in a rope stage. Okay, let's go to Doppler quick on the projection. Ready? Click on the projection there. All right. Okay. So it's in the vicinity of Omega right now, and you can see it Kingfisher at 640. And do we have who we got? Ranger 9. I can't know what I can see too much in Ranger 9. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Go to Ranger. Yeah. There's Ranger 9, and there it is. Oh no! Pull back a little bit. Right there. Pull back a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, Rob. I don't know whether you can hear. Can you hear me, Rob?
Okay, we were having some problems there. The tornado continues on the ground. It is in the rope stage still, in a very long-lasting rope stage. The condensation funnel is all the way to the ground again, but we now have a new wall cloud forming to the east-northeast of the tornado.
Okay, it may be. Yeah, you got a new one?
This one too.
Yeah, a new wall cloud is forming to the east-northeast of the tornado. The tornado is really stretched out. I imagine outflow from the storm is kind of keeping the storm from moving too quickly to the east.
Okay,
but
Rob,
it does continue on the ground. We still do have a debris cloud.
tell you when you get Ranger 9 on the radio, tell them there's a new wall cloud developing to the east of this. So when this dissipates, they'll want to go to that.
I would say it's probably, we're just about to cross.
Say again?
We're coming up on the Omega turnoff on Highway 33, and I would say it's probably just north of Omega.
Okay, I want to talk about Doppler 9000 XL. We have strong indications of a tornado just to the northwest of Medicine Park. Very strong indication on Doppler of a tornado just to the northwest of Medicine Park. That should be moving east-northeast. It should be moving to the northeast and east-northeast about 30 miles per hour. Let's go northern Oklahoma. Brady, click that in there for me, please. And it will come around here very quickly. And we'll look at these storms. So we have a tornado warning.
This is tornado warning for K County.
Okay, we got tornado warning for K County all down through Garfield County. Tornado warnings for Comanche. Let me just do it this way. Tornado warnings in effect for Blaine, Caddo, Comanche, Garfield, K, Kingfisher, and Kiowa. Let's go back. Do we have anything yet?
This one is about a mile north
That's
of the other
21,
one.
right, Billy?
Okay. Okay. This is this car 20. Oh, there's the new wall cloud. That's the area you want to watch. Is anyone with this? Rob, can you hear me?
Yeah, there may be debris.
Yeah, Gan?
Okay, be careful.
Gan?
Gary's talking to you.
Gan?
Sorry.
Gan? Hello, Gan. Gan's in the Kingfisher or in the Okarche area. Gan?
This is Gan.
Hey, Gan, we see on the right-hand portion of the screen what appears to be, I don't know if that's the same storm or a new wall cloud.
That's a different wall cloud, east-northeast, I believe, but it's noticeably weakened, Gary, in the last 2 or 3 minutes, just a shadow of its former self.
Okay, now was this the one associated with the tornado?
It's part of the same storm system, but it was a good deal to the north and slightly to the east.
Okay, could your cameraman pull out, please?
Pull out some, Barry.
Okay, do you see any other, oh, that's very large lowering all through there. Are you looking down Highway 33?
Yes, we are, Gary.
Okay, all right, no sign of a tornado at the present time. And let's go back as we look at this. Let's look at Doppler 9000 XL. And once again, this is a projection. There's no tornado showing up right now. Our camera was right in this area here looking to the west, so this is where the large rotation is. So anywhere from low down to omega, it could produce another tornado. And I'm just going to move over here just to kind of jump around. Now we'll take a look at this storm. Any of these start to get a little hook on them, you start to become suspicious of. This one is not producing a tornado at the moment, but it moved from Watonga all the way to just about Kingfisher County. And apparently, well, it was producing tornado damage all the way from southwest of Watonga through Watonga along Highway 33 close to Omega. And we'll check, let's jump into northern Oklahoma once again. We have tornado warnings for Kay County, Garfield County, in northern Oklahoma. And just let me list the counties: Caddo, Blaine, Caddo, Comanche, Garfield, Kay, Kingfisher, and Kiowa. We'll drop on down to the south. This storm coming up through the Kingfisher area looks very intense, very large hail indicated at the present time. This storm most likely has a tornado with it. And continuing that tornado warning in the Grant County area. That's one we just talked about. Looks like it's just south. It's just south of the Wakita area, and it looks like it's moving to the. It's in Grant County. We'd say looks like it's moving east-northeast about 35, and it's about 6 miles south of Wakita. So that's the one in northern Oklahoma. So do we have anything over there on that microwave? And so this is the Wakita area. So there's a possible tornado with this storm right here. And once again, this is car 21. I guess they're right along Highway 33 looking to the west. And Rob, you with me? Rob, bring somebody up. Let me talk to him. I need to talk to somebody. Okay, in the right-hand portion of that, you can see, we can see a very significant uplift area. As you'd mentioned, the one wall-clouded weekend, and the new one was forming. It looked like a new mesocyclone's forming. And this is looking west. This is just west, 2 miles west of Kingfisher, looking west, and this will be moving to the east-northeast. And this is a new circulation, new mesocyclone development, which could produce a tornado. You with me? We lost Rob? Okay. And so we're watching this storm just west, just to the west of the Kingfisher area. Of course, we have spotters all around it. No sign of a tornado at the present time, but the other one produced a long damage track. I don't know exactly how long, but from Watonga all the way over. Okay, let's. Okay, we have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Canadian County. We'll just drop down here and look at this. And this storm is beginning to look a little suspicious. Now, you folks in the Mulhall area, Orlando area, maybe Stillwater a little bit later, is beginning to hook just a little bit.
Go back to 21. Go back to 21.
Okay, just punch it up. Let me know what you're going to punch up. And we have a severe thunderstorm warning. This storm is looking very, very intense. In southwestern Canadian County, there's one right in here.
See a little lower in here.
Yeah, we had it just a minute ago.
Go back to 21.
Jed, need someone to watch on conversation and make sure we're matching up what we're doing here.
21.
Okay, this storm here. Let's go Doppler 9000 XL.
Now take XL.
Okay, it doesn't look tornadic at the moment. It does look like it has large hail, but boy, the way things are out there, it could produce a tornado. This is coming up southwest of El Reno. This one's coming up from Amber towards central Oklahoma. Let me tell you, don't walk away from your television or your radio. This is very significant stuff going on. I'm going to drop on down a little bit to the south here. So the severe thunderstorms in central Oklahoma. This one's severe. This one looks like it has a tornado with it, moving up toward the Apache, Surreal, Stecker area, so you folks stay alert in there. So once again, we go to northern Oklahoma. Tornado warning on this storm just southeast of Wakita. And let's see, tornado warning continues over in Kay County. So we have tornado warnings for Kay and Grant, and still have one existing until about another 15 minutes for Garfield County. And we'll just walk to the south. Those storms very intense there. And we're watching this one near Mulhall. We'll be moving northeast. So you folks, Orlando, Mulhall, Level, over toward Stillwater should stay alert to possibility of tornadic development with that storm. This storm back to our west looks a little less organized. It's a very impressive storm. Looks like large rotation with it, very large lowering. But this is what we're looking at to the west of Kingfisher, and maybe a little to the west-northwest. No sign of a tornado on the ground right now, but this is the storm that produced a long track tornado from Watonga over into Kingfisher County. So we're going to go on down to the south here. Okay, let me go in here, look at this. We're going to watch those storms up there around Mulhall for sure. And this storm right in here, we'll watch very carefully. Coming up, in fact, we'll just go over here and take a look at velocities and make sure. Just bear with me.
Rob is there.
Okay, just a minute. Okay. Okay, let's go back. Let's look at car 21. Go back to car 21. Okay. No sign of a tornado. This is the one that produced the tornado. Car 21 is on Highway 33. On Highway 33, 5 miles. He's not 5 miles north of Watonga.
21, did you say you're 5 miles north of Watonga?
No, he's on Highway 33. Looks like he's probably west of Watonga. Looking. Car 21, the view you're looking at right now, it looks like a large lowering. He needs to come back to the right on his shot there. Okay, he's 8 miles west of Kingfisher looking northwest. Okay, we got that right. So that looks all right there. We'll have to watch these storms. Let's go back to Op 9000 XL. And we can see some shear on this storm, the one north of El Reno. Doesn't look too significant right now in southwestern Canadian County with respect to tornadic activity, but let me tell you, that can change very quickly. This storm has a strong mesocyclone moving. You folks in the Apache, Stecker area, should take your immediate tornado precautions. We're looking at the velocities on the storm right now, and we see a mesocyclone with the storm. So keep in mind, tornado warning continues on this storm, northern, we call it north of Medicine Park, up to Apache and Stecker and Surreal. Let's kind of just walk up the pike here, so to speak. This storm is very intense near Chickasha. No sign of a circulation with it at the present time. And we'll come back. This storm continues to intensify in southwestern sections. Now here's the one I mentioned to you just moments ago that has circulation on it. This is north of El Reno. You might call up El Reno Cam and see what you got north, because we have a definite indication there. You can see this is called a hook echo right in this area right here. And let's see. This will be another tornado warning for Kingfisher County. And I'll go up and take a look at that in a minute. Let's see, Doppler, we're continuing also tornado warning for Comanche and southern Caddo. Tornado possible about 3 miles northeast of Mears, moving northeast at 25. And the one we're watching right now in the metro is this storm right here. And it's just north of the El Reno area.
Northeast of Mears.
A lot of severe thunderstorms warning coming out. This one has a small hook echo indicator on it. And once again, we'll go back and look at velocities, and we do see what we call shear with this. There's some semblance of rotation on this particular storm. And movement should be to the northeast. It could turn to the east also. And so some circulation of this storm just southwest of Okarche. This storm is very intense from Calumet also down to El Reno. So keep that in mind. Tornado warnings continue up in Kingfisher County. This storm, there's still a circulation in the Loyal area. But we have a camera on the, let's go back to car 21. Car 21 is about 8 miles west of Kingfisher looking northwest. And you can see a very large rotation. I see a lowering just to the right of the telephone pole over there. The line there, there's a lowering in there. Okay, if he was pulled back on that, that is an area to watch right in there. This thing looks like it may be getting ready to wrap up and produce another tornado. It's a very, very impressive storm. This is the storm that's in the Loyal area, and it's, I can't tell how wide this circulation is, but it is right in the Loyal area, moving up toward Dover. On that movement, the circulation should pass to the south of Dover, but you folks from Loyal, and even keep in mind in Kingfisher too. Now we're on car 21. We keep watching this. Were we ever able to get Rob back?
We lost that.
We were able to get Rob back. Okay, what we're doing there, this thing is getting its act together again. We're 8 miles to the west of Kingfisher. We're looking northwest, and it certainly looks like it's wrapping up again. It's right in the Loyal area, so anywhere from Loyal over toward Dover. We got Rob? Rob, can you talk to me?
Yeah, sorry, Gary, we're having lots of cell problems here, but we do have another wall side that has developed again to the east of Omega. Let me get my map out here. We'll be approaching, I would say, the Loyal area. In fact, it may be over Loyal right now. And we'll be heading towards Dover and north of Kingfisher towards Hennessy. It does appear to be rotating. We're a little far away from it at this time to be for sure, but just based on structure, I would think it's definitely rotating.
Go ahead, Rob. I guess we're about to lose you. We're looking northwest. If you can hear me, Rob.
Yeah, I can hear you.
We see a lowering. We see a lot of inflow. It looks like inflow into this storm. It looks like it's increasing.
Yeah, I don't know if we're breaking up.
Rob,
This lowering is again.
Rob, yeah, you are breaking up some. This thing looks pretty serious. And so, what I'm going to need? Where's Brady? Would you do me a projection on those on that storm there, and take a look at that one also in Canadian County? We're looking at car 21, and we're looking northwest. This will be up toward the Loyal area. And that storm, if it moves east-northeast, be moving over toward Dover. And this thing is cranking up again. I may be getting ready to produce another tornado. You can just look at the wall cloud is lowering. And if you look at the grass, there's very strong rotation. Could we, okay.
Go back to the shot.
Okay, look at this one, Brady, there in northern.
Yeah, we're watching that right now.
Also, look at the one in, check that one in, boy, there's so many of them. We're probably not going to be able to do projections on them.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and erase that.
Okay.
And we're just going to have to talk about where they are. And because it looks like that one southwest, okay, drop a little south there. Let's just keep on, yeah, car 21, yeah. You're looking, right now, range, that's car 21, and car 21 is,
What do you see north?
car 21 is just to the north. Well, that doesn't look quite as significant. Let's go to DOP 9000 XL, and right in here, this looks a little suspicious in the Mulhall and southwest. So stay alert to that. This is the other one we've been watching on the circulation. Of course, back here is the Oklahoma City area, and let's now we'll go to car 21, and we'll look at that storm where I had it on the Dover area. This thing is looking more and more significant all the time. So I suspect. Can he refuel in Kingfisher?
Can he refuel in Kingfisher?
This thing is rotating very significantly. Wall cloud becoming better developed. It could be a funnel over on the right-hand portion there. It's hard to say for sure. And this is our ground crew. Our ground crew is 8 miles west of Kingfisher, looking north. 8 miles west of Kingfisher, looking north, and he needs to pull back. That shot doesn't do us any good. There we go. Okay, okay. As we watch that, someone keep an eye on 21. We're going to go to XL.
Go to XL.
Okay. And we're looking at the storm around the Mulhall area. There appears to be some circulation with it, so I would certainly watch that Mulhall up toward Orlando. If it turns east, it would affect you people and you folks in Stillwater. And then we go over and take a look in the Loyal area. There's definite circulation with that. And let's go back to car 21. We're looking at that storm right there between Dover and Loyal. And you can't tell if it's a funnel or just some stratus being uplifted into the storm. Do we have Rob on there?
Really?
Yeah, Rob. Rob?
Hello?
Rob, can you talk to me?
Yeah, sorry. We still have the large wall cloud to the northwest of Kingfisher. I'd say up in the Dover area, I'm sorry, but just west of Dover. There is a decent rising motion in the center of the wall cloud. The rotation does not appear very intense.
Can you tell me, is that a funnel cloud hanging down from there?
From where we are, I can see that. I don't know that it's a definite funnel. It's definitely funnel shape, but if there's any rotation with it, it's weak at best at this time.
Okay, we can see, Rob, from our vantage point, we've got a camera on it. There's definitely rotation with it. There's a mesocyclone, and also in the mid-levels, and in the lower levels, we can see right here, we're seeing low-level rotation of the scud and the stratus going around this particular storm. It looks fairly impressive from our vantage point. We're 8 miles west of Kingfisher looking to the north, and it looks reasonably impressive, but you're saying, well, boy, I tell you, it looks impressive to me, Rob.
Yeah, Gary, we're getting closer to it now. I do believe that is a weak rope funnel there in the middle. I wish I was a little closer so I could be more precise for you, but the rising motion is definitely getting better, and the rear flank downdraft is wrapping around it now, too. It's definitely taking on a more classic, ominous look to it.
Yeah. Okay, if you'll just stay on the phone with us here, we're going to look at some radar projections on this, or some radar images, and just don't hesitate to speak up. Okay, Let's first, that's the storm we're on right now. Let's go to 9000 XL. It does have a circulation with it, and obviously a large wall cloud. It could impact Dover, so you folks in Dover should take your tornado precautions. It's moving east-northeast at about, it's 25 to 30. Some of them are going 40. It's hard to say. Then the one up near Mulhall, it looks like it has some rotation with it, so be alert on that. And we check Canadian County. It's severe in there. Let's zoom in on Canadian County, or let's just center it down a little bit. Okay. Movement should be northeast about 25 to 30. It doesn't look like a tornadic thunderstorm at the moment, but what shot do we have right here? That's
Integris Baptist, right?
Let's go to Integris. Let's go to Integris.
Go to Integris zone.
And we are looking northwest, it appears to me. Brady, you're going to have to get on that and tell me where we are. Looks like we're looking to the northwest. Okay, Britton Road and El Reno, wall cloud, and they're definitely right. So we're looking at a wall cloud. Okay. We definitely got a wall cloud, and we're looking to the northwest. And let's see, this had a report come in.
Talk to you, Gary.
Rob, talk to me.
This wall cloud is the rotation is increasing in it. In fact, we do have a cone-shaped funnel now. It's come down about a third of the way to the ground.
So we've got a cone. Make sure you understand this. I got a cone-shaped funnel. Got a cone-shaped.
We've got a small cone-shaped funnel. It's coming right out of the middle of the wall cloud right now.
Okay. Rob,
I can definitely see the rotation in it from here. We're still heading east on 30 towards Kingfisher.
Okay. Now, Rob.
Yes.
Rob.
Yes.
I'm going to go on to some other things. But don't hesitate just to butt in when you see something significant. Just interrupt me.
Okay. Well, Gary, the funnel has come down closer to the ground now.
Okay.
It's nearly halfway down.
Okay. Is it on the right-hand side or left-hand side of the?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Is it on the right-hand or left-hand side of the wall cloud?
From my vantage point, it looks like it's right in the middle. We're due south of it.
Say
we are
again?
directly south of the wall cloud. The funnel is lowering closer. It's about halfway down to the ground now. We're just far enough away. I can't make out any debris underneath it, but it's getting to that point now where it's nearly halfway down, and chances are there's probably a circulation on the ground underneath it.
Okay, we have a very large hook echo indication. It extends all the way from northeast of Loyal down to southeast of Loyal. Looks like an entire thunderstorm rotating, so it's been moving over toward the Dover area. And while we're looking at that, holler at me. Let's go to Baptist Integris City Cam. We're looking out Northwest Highway, and there's a very significant lowering between two thunderstorms. We have a thunderstorm on the right, thunderstorm on the left, and they have a very significant lowering.
Val says it's getting ready to touch down.
Val's not talking about this storm.
It's touched down.
Okay, go back to car 21. Put Val on Gettner.
Tornado on the ground.
Where you got tornado on the ground?
Tornado on the ground.
Okay.
It would be between Kingfisher and Loyal.
Kingfisher and Loyal. Now, how far? It's a pretty broad area. It looks like it should be.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a better.
We got
point.
it.
I would put it from where I am about half, probably closer to Loyal, but oh yeah, it's definitely on the ground. We have.
We see it. We see it. We see it. Contrast is not too good, but we see the tornado.
Gary?
Yeah, go ahead, Val.
Gary, the tornado is on the ground, and it is producing a lot of debris.
Give me a location.
It's approximately, I'd say, about 4 to 5 southwest of Dover.
4 to 5 southwest of Dover?
Right. We are 2 miles southwest of Dover. At this point, we're looking southwest at it.
Okay.
And it doesn't look to be any more than about 2 or 3 miles from us. It's throwing up a lot of debris. I don't know what's going through. It's hitting something because there's a lot of debris going up.
Okay. And looks like it should be headed almost toward Dover, right?
Yeah, in the general direction. I think it's probably going to end up passing south of Dover the way it's looking.
Turn a little bit more to the east, a little south of Dover, hopefully.
Hopefully south of Dover, because this thing's getting bigger.
Okay, just keep talking. Val?
Yes.
We've got some video on. Just keep talking to us.
Yeah, Gary, this thing, the condensation funnel is about halfway to the ground and occasionally goes all the way to the ground. We've got a big debris cloud right on the ground, and you can see pieces of something, big chunks of something just flying through the air. We're getting video of it right now. But the funnel itself, I mean, it's a pretty good-sized funnel. It's pretty much just your typical cone-shaped funnel, but there's a lot of debris on the ground right now.
Okay, just keep talking to me, Val.
I don't know if it's going through trees or if there's a house over there or what, but it's throwing up lots of debris.
Okay, someone grab the phone down there. I heard a phone ring somewhere.
Ooh,
Okay.
Gary, it just hit something.
Okay.
It just hit something. There's big chunks of debris flying through the air now.
Okay, yeah, we see the funnel now. For you folks at home, there's the taller trees on the right. It's just to the left. And this is the same storm that produced the tornado in Watonga and a long track tornado from Watonga over close to Omega. Keep talking to me, Val.
Yeah, Gary, it must have just hit a house or a barn or something because big chunks of what looked like roof material flying through the air. Big chunks of debris. It's still on the ground.
Still on the ground. Okay, tell me your location and the location of the tornado.
Okay, Gary, my location is 2 miles southwest of Dover.
You're 2 southwest of Dover.
Right. I'm looking southwest at it right now. It's going to pass to my south.
Okay, so you say it's going to go south of Dover.
Right. It looks like to me it is going to go south of Dover by probably a mile or so.
Okay.
But not very far from Dover.
And you'd give about an easterly movement on that, Val?
I'm going to say probably east to east-northeast.
So why don't you go ahead and go
East to east-northeast?
Right.
East-northeast. Give me a speed on that, Val, again.
The speed looks like to be about maybe 20 miles an hour, maybe 25 or 30.
Put about 25. Put about 30 in there. That way, I have to caution it's more of an east-northeast.
The debris cloud, at times it gets larger and it gets smaller, but the same funnel, it's about the same size. The funnel has been staying the same the whole time. I imagine it goes across dirt fields and picks up debris, and then it goes across trees, picks up more debris, and occasionally it hits a barn and a house. And right now it's about an eighth of a mile. It's just missing, barely missing this house and barn out here.
And Orlando at 7:43. And Val, you anything new?
It's still on the ground, Gary.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to put it very near the highway. It might have just crossed over the highway.
Okay. We're looking at 2 other circulations, also one southwest of Perry. This could be in your area very shortly, so you folks in Perry should take your tornado precautions.
Here's the damage path, right?
And also, how wide is the damage path, Val?
The damage path looks like to me it's about, maybe 150 yards or so.
Okay. We're looking also at a large circulation from Orlando to just east of Mulhall. If it turns east-northeast, it'll move towards Stillwater. Otherwise, it'll move up into the Morrison area. Then we're going to look south. We have tornado warnings on this storm down here around Cyril, moving towards Norge and Ninnekah. So tornado warnings in there with this storm, indicated tornado. Okay. This tornado warning continues from just east of Cyril down toward Norge and Ninnekah. Movement on this should also be to the east-northeast. And Payne County tornado warning, that's the one, so officially now tornado warning on the one we were just telling you about, and we'll go to it. It's this one right here. And let me move this over just a little bit. And that's on this storm right here. At this point, I don't remember how long it was on the ground, but it was a considerable amount of time. It takes a while to get from the Watonga area over into just east of, just west of the Kingfisher area, into Kingfisher County. And at times it would look like this, like it was going to just dissipate, and then it would just, here's multiple vortex. If you, okay, it's multiple vortex at this point. There's several funnels on the ground at one time. Would you look at that? Look at the uplift, going through whatever it's going through. And once again, this is in Ranger 9 early today. This was the Watonga storm, and looks like it's gone, and then boy, it's right back there. Incredible stuff. Looks like it's gone. There she comes back, multiple vortex. That means more than one tornado spinning in there. Looks like there's 3 or 4. Look at that thing. We're very fortunate that it was not in a populated area. And of course we had one in Woods County, very similar to this. We had a large one in Payne County near Stillwater. Of course there has been considerable damage. And look at this. And we're not sure yet the one, what went through more. We haven't received confirmation whether it's the actual tornado or the straight line winds. Doesn't make much difference because it was very, very significant as it tracked across the Moore area around 27th Street, between 27th Street and Moore, and also southeast 89th in Oklahoma City. But here we're looking at the storm after it moved by Watonga. And once again, it moved along the highway, then crossed across 33, and continued to move east-northeast. Finally weakened once it got to about the Omega area, and then after it weakened, it re-intensified. And produced another tornado or 2 in Kingfisher County. A little bumpy up there with Ranger 9, but you can see tornado. We'll get back on it here in a second. Al. Okay, let's take a look at the tornado, looking to the northeast. And this once again was in Blaine County earlier today. You can imagine what this thing would have done moving through a populated area. We were watching it from the air, and we were also watching it from Kingfisher. Just an incredible presentation. And fortunately, in most cases, it's in an open area, but it did do some structures, damage to some structures as it moved on off to the east, northeast, but an incredible presentation from Ranger 9 early today on the Watonga tornado. And as I mentioned, it'll start to weaken, then it'll go back to a multiple vortex. And as you're watching it, I will mention here in central Oklahoma, Perry area, down to Covington, to east of Kingfisher, to near Cashion, to near Guthrie, and down to the Edmond area, we are receiving hail, up to quarter size, wind gusts to 60 in some cases, and Lincoln County, some large quarter size hail and possibly some damaging winds. Lightning is continuing at about 85 ground strikes a minute. Once again, I'm telling you what's happening right now as you watch the video from Ranger 9 of the tornado earlier today. And of course tomorrow we'll have video of other tornadoes. But this is what you call a long track tornado, and it was very significant at times. For a while, when it was in and around the Watonga area, it was what we call a multiple vortex, more than one funnel on the ground at one time. And it just continued to go, and moving a little bit high north of Highway 33. Significant? What do you got? Okay, so as right now we continue with the tornado warning over to our east in Okfuskee County. Looks like it's moving out of Seminole County now, but it's over in Okfuskee County. But we have severe thunderstorms in Logan, Oklahoma, and Lincoln County. So severe thunderstorms in and around the Oklahoma City area and bordering counties, producing some hail about a quarter size. And we've had from eastern Oklahoma a tornado near Skiatook, so severe weather continuing in eastern Oklahoma. And we're getting hail here in central sections of the state. And yeah, and this once again, you're looking at the inflow and the tornadic circulation of the storm that moved through and around the Watonga area today and moved eastward toward Kingfisher. Very significant tornado, and most of them today were very significant. These things are pretty scary when they're like this. Long track, damaging tornadoes. And of course we did have one through a populated area, and that was in the Moore area. And daylight, look at that shot. Daylight will tell us just how serious it was in the Moore area, but it went right between 27th in Moore and 89th in Oklahoma City. Now this thing is, you can imagine what this would be doing in a very populated area. Okay. In Shawnee, we've had scattered damage reported in the Shawnee area and many other places, Dale, McLeod, Bethel Acres, west of Meeker. We have houses reported destroyed. Prague has damage. Apparently Prague has damage. If you were watching, there was an incredible circulation moving up Meeker, Prague area. I really haven't seen one like that. It was really significant. Okay, here's one east of Meeker, 7 miles. There was also some west of major structural damage, home destroyed. It said one person missing in a mobile home, but we'll find it damage to several houses. That's in Bend Springfield in Lincoln County. So that damage 7 miles east of Meeker, significant major structural damage. Apparently there's damage in Prague to our east. And more tornado warnings coming out for northeastern Oklahoma, Creek County and Okmulgee County. But once again, you're watching the tornado. This is moving through Blaine County, moving east-northeastward today about 35 miles an hour from Ranger 9. And classic, strong, significant tornado. Fortunately, most of the time in open areas. Obviously, it wasn't in an open area when it went through Moore tonight, and obviously it hit some populated areas of Meeker and around Stroud and around the Shawnee area also. But this is some pretty impressive video. It was very impressive on radar. It continued to move east-northeast at about 35 miles per hour, and you can imagine the people that live close to it were holding their breath that it would go on by them. So it's continuing to move, and you get down and look very close right down at the bottom. There's your power line flashes, and that's the way you spot tornadoes at night. We got a possible tornado near Skiatook. We mentioned that just a couple of minutes ago. That's in northeastern Oklahoma. So here in central sections, as you watch this tornado from earlier today, this would be east of Watonga, west of Kingfisher. I will tell you that Thunderstorms with quarter-size hail, wind gusts to 60 plus continue in and around Perry, close to Stillwater, near Marshall, eastern sections of Kingfisher County, and from northern Oklahoma County up into around close to the Guthrie area. Then severe thunderstorms with quarter-size hail, heavy rains, intense lightning continue from Chandler down to about Meeker. There's heavy thunderstorms in the Stroud area and also northeastern Pottawatomie County. The tornado warning will continue. Now it's actually moved out of Pottawatomie County and it's moved out of Seminole County. So the tornado warning now will be for just Okfuskee County. Pardon me. Okfuskee County. Once again, as you watch the tornado from Ranger 9 earlier today, and many of them were the long track type. You see this thing is very significant tornado, moving from Watonga on over to Kingfisher. We were viewing it also from Kingfisher, and let me tell you, from the ground level of Kingfisher, it was flat impressive. But as you watch, I know a lot of you getting a lot of lightning and a lot of noise out there. Ground strikes here in central Oklahoma running about 89 to 90 per minute. And that's significant lightning going on, so you may have some more power outages. Of course, we've had damage reported in many locations around. And you can see this tornado, we just very, very significant. Now later tonight, some of them became rain wrap, and that makes them even more dangerous. The mesocyclones, the circulations that sometimes produce tornadoes were extremely strong. And this activity here on this tornado, long track, right along Highway 33. Okay, we're hearing reports of a lot of damage around Prague and Meeker area. So Prague and Meeker, that's in southern Kingfisher County, just southern Lincoln County, just north of Shawnee, north of Interstate 40. So considerable damage being reported from the Meeker, Prague areas. And we kept saying tonight it looked very, very significant. And I think we have some more damage we may want to go to. Let's go back to the desk.
We will tell you that right now you're looking at a raw feed coming in from Moore. This is the area between...
I guess we get a better look at it tomorrow. Pardon me? Okay. We get a better look at it tomorrow. I'll back off. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate the report. We'll back off here once again and look at this. Showers, thunderstorms continue. The warning is moving east of our broadcast area. And the thunderstorms are going to be around for several hours here, so we will be interrupting occasionally to update. But keep in mind, most of these will be just a lot of lightning, a lot of noise.